Hey, good. I've been trying to get online and it's just been circling and circling, and now it's doing all kinds of crazy lighting things. I don't know why that is so bright. Oh my gosh. Let's see. All right, I'm going to get right to it. So, I thought for St. Patrick's Day, I came in my office for the first time in quite a few days, which was lovely. And I said, oh, I have quite a few green decks. I don't have many green clothes, but I have green decks. So I pulled out one, two, and my Archangel Gabriel cards, three. So let's get going. Those of you who chose number one, this is the Akashic Tarot. So if you don't know anything about the Akashic records, look it up. It's AKASHIC. And supposedly everything about our lives is written in the Akashic records, and we can actually go up like in our higher states and go visit the book and maybe change a few things like our closing date and maybe some of the life lessons that we're going through. So this should be interesting. I haven't read this deck for the public, so we'll see what happens. And I was shuffling for quite some time because, as I said, it was circling and circling, and I didn't know if I was even going to be able to give you this tonight. I'm going to try to only pull 3 cards per number so that I can go celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I am officially a portion Irish. My mom was half Irish. There's some discrepancy on whether it's Irish German or Scottish Irish and German, but I figure it's there somewhere, right? It's there somewhere. So let's see what these top 3 cards are. I'm cheating. I'm looking at the bottom card. Oh, it's freezing up here and there. The King of Scrolls. Now, I love this coming out as the first card, and this may be you. So if you are the king of earth, you could be someone in a great position, a Capricorn, a Taurus, or Virgo, someone in control, or perhaps this is someone who you're about to meet or you work for. I don't know anything yet. I just know that the King of Scrolls is here. What do I know about the King of Scrolls? He has vision, he has deep insight, and he's very practical about how he proceeds in life. He has a good feel for the people around him, but he's not very ostentatious or anything. He's very grounded and earthy. He's got a plan. So this is here. It looks like he's an architect, if you can see that. And he has a plan. He's looking to the future, but his arms are folded. So I feel like he's a little more reserved than maybe he needs to be, or maybe than you want him to be. So that's pretty interesting. So what about the King of Scrolls is there for you? Like I said, you could be the King of Scrolls. You could be meeting a King of Scrolls. You could be working for the King of Scrolls, or perhaps this is a professional person in your life, a lawyer, a doctor, an architect. Okay. Ooh, the second card is the Queen of Keys. Now it's getting interesting. So this could be predicting or giving someone out there, perhaps the King of Scrolls is looking for his queen. Well, there she is. Unfortunately, they're looking in different directions. Okay, now the cards are always different in tarot a little bit, depending on the deck and the pictures. And in this one, oh, I made a mistake. It was because I was looking in the camera. They are looking at each other. Oh, that's even better. They're looking at each other because I pulled the king first, then the queen. So they are looking at each other, but they're at a distance, but they're in each other's sight. Oh, that's even better. Now, the Queen of Keys, she really has and she gets her inspiration from nice things and beautiful surroundings. And she's very good at creating things, making things happen, right? She holds the key to life. So if you are the Queen of Keys, you're someone who is very good at making lemonade out of lemons, so to speak, right? You know how to get a job done without much sweat. You know how to look good on a small budget. And this is a good combination. So perhaps this king is about to meet his queen and vice versa. In crescent moon. Oh, 6 of keys. Well, I like this. So we have a key following the queen of keys, and this is balance. Now, for some of you, I'm going to say, I'm feeling romance, okay? Maybe because, let me put it in the right order. It's so crazy. Plus, I'm dyslexic, so add that on top of the photographic issue here. There we go. That's how it came out. The king, the queen, and then the 6 of keys. So the 6 of keys is balance, right? It's these two people coming into beautiful balance and creating something beautiful. So if you are looking for romance, be ready, okay? And wait for that in crescent moon. Right now, we're still in the full moon energy, so maybe it's pushing you along, right? So it's getting it'll be getting smaller and smaller each day. So perhaps this isn't far off. Let's hope, right? So that artist is carving out something extraordinary, carving out something beautiful. And I feel that's what this king and queen are all about, making something beautiful. Now, perhaps you're already in a relationship. So if you are, they're looking at each other, expect things to get even better. Okay, perhaps you've been through a difficult time. Know that now it's going to ease up a little. Things are coming more into balance and feeling easier. So there's something, again, I have it wrong. I'm looking at it going, wait a minute, that's not right. They have to be looking at each other. There we go. And then the balance comes in. That's it. It's tricky doing it this way. It's like looking into a mirror. So know that your relationship's coming into balance. If this king is someone you work for, or this queen is someone you're working for, perhaps she's building a new castle and she hired this architect to come and build it for her. Know that everything is working out in a beautiful way. You're creating something extraordinary. So whether it is career, I feel it's good. If it's love relationship, it's getting better by the minute. If it's financials that you're concerned about, again, balance is coming in. And perhaps the queen is wanting to buy something beautiful for herself or buy something together, the king and the queen. So nice cards for you guys on St. Patrick's Day. Now, if you're single, get out there tonight. He could be right there, or she could be right there. Okay. And you don't want to be looking away from each other. You want to be looking at each other, and know that it's all about creating something beautiful together that brings you peace and balance. I looked at the underlying energy up in the air. So you've felt like it hasn't worked in a while. So if you are in a relationship, no, it is getting better. Okay, you're about to have a shift in the energy. So good cards for number 1. That should be exciting for those of you who needed to hear that message. Now, number 2, those who chose number 2, this is the life purpose deck. And I was intrigued. I just went through briefly. I see every name and I like each one, and I send you good vibes. I will do that at some point later tonight. I just haven't had the time today, and I wanted to get this out to you today. I was like, I have to do it today because I'll be reading on youtube.com/Diane Lupo 444. I will be doing live reads this week on YouTube, and I will be doing astrological readings on YouTube this week. So just, check in every once in a while. You have to go to the live. So you have to, when you get to the YouTube page, click on live, and you'll see all the readings and posts. I do put them on Facebook from time to time, but I prefer eventually to get mostly over to YouTube. I'm just, I'm just having a hard time with Facebook now, and I don't have the time to watch everybody's memes and and people actually do get upset if you didn't like their meme or you didn't respond to them within 24 hours. And I don't work for anyone but myself. So here I am. And if you saw my Irish name, it was McSassy because I am. I am McSassy, and I'm getting McSassier since this last birthday. I'll tell you, it's just coming out of my mouth the way it is. So let's see. Those who chose the life purpose practice. Oh, polish your skills by practicing regularly. This could be in a host of things. As a musician, I've been practicing every day, but perhaps it's about communication. Maybe you need to work on your communication skills and being positive. Maybe you have to work on being positive every day and saying nice things to yourself, about yourself, for yourself. And when you're in conversations with other people, staying more positive. You know, people blow off being positive or looking at the positive side of things. But if you realize we are the creators of our universe, we are the creators. We are the, the spoke in the wheel. We are it. So every time you're negative or every time you buy into fear and worry, especially the fear that they're putting out there now, people, one side is putting fear out for the other side. Every time you buy into it, you feed the monster. You're part of the negativity. So practice being positive. Practice staying on the side of the light. Practice being nice. Practice being kind. Practice perhaps at your job. Maybe you need more skill. Maybe you need more experience. Whatever it is, we're here to serve. Human beings are here to serve ourselves, each other, and our creator. We are the creators. So by practicing being in that mindset, being mindful, being kind, being loving, the earth gets better. Everything gets better. The trees get better. The water gets healthier. We get healthier. So practice. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Wow. Those of you who chose number 2, if you had doubts, don't. Just keep going. Keep working hard the way you've been working hard. That's why you chose this deck. And know that you've made the right decisions up to this point. You are on the right path. Healer. The third card is healer. I love that you guys got this card. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. Now, you may be an accountant. You may work in a grocery store. You may work, be a state worker and you're filling potholes, and there's a lot of them out there. Does that mean you can't be a healer? No. You may be the person that everyone opens up to. You may be the light in the department store that strangers come up to you and they say, "Do you work here?" And then they tell you their life story. If you're that person that those things happen to in the supermarket, when you're just walking down the street, you're a healer. It doesn't matter what your job is. You don't have to become a Reiki teacher and, read cards or practice shamanism. You could be a computer analyst and be a healer, meant to be a healer. It's your nature, it's your gift, it's your heart that makes you a healer. And for all of our nurses and doctors and paramedics and firefighters and policemen, thank you. And soldiers especially, right? Thank you. Thank you, because you stepped into the role of healer big time. You put your life on the line every day. I do what I do. I don't put my life on the line. Sometimes I put my mental wellness on the line. I'll say that. It gets demanding sometimes. And I'm learning to keep the toxic away and honor the vessel. And I want you to do the same. Honor your vessel. Practice. Practice being strong, practice taking care of yourself, practice that positive self-talk, because you are on the right path. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's just going to get better and better and better because you are a healer. Let me see what the underlying energy of this deck is. Speaker, your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Now, if you are a healer, I know that whatever you do, how you heal is sometimes just by being able to talk about your own personal experiences. I've been doing that for years, and some people say, why do you tell everybody everything? And I say, well, what am I going to do? Keep secrets? People find out stuff anyway. What am I going to hide, if I've been sick, or hide if, I don't know, I lost a bet. I share my experiences in the hopes that it can help someone maybe have an easier time of it. Because why wouldn't I want that if I am working from a space of love? There's no jealousy, there's no greed of holding on to the knowledge, but there's the capacity in each of us to share. And this is important. Speak your truth. Don't hold back who you are. Don't hide who you are. Be who you are and share your experiences. And guess what, guys? If you need help, ask for it. I had a terrible vertigo situation yesterday, and I reached out to the people I knew I could reach out to and say, well, I need some help today. I need some energy. I need some help. I need a push. And I got it, and today was a much, much better, fun day. So practice being kind, loving, being you, and use your healing abilities by sharing your stories, sharing your experiences, and giving of yourself to others. Ooh, I felt like I wanted to keep going with that. I really feel that's a strong message for everyone right now. Not the first one, not getting caught up in me, not getting caught up in the fear mongering that's going out there, like, oh, it's all going to hell and blah, blah, blah. We're all going to be fine. We are going through some changes. A lot of ugliness is coming to light, but good. Let the light shine. Let the light shine on that darkness, and let's deal with it head on, and let's do better, and let's be better, and let's think better, because then we'll all feel better and live better. All right. Now, Archangel Gabriel, those of you who chose 3, I love this deck. I don't have to do any work with this deck. This deck does all the work. Archangel Gabriel loves to communicate. Inspiration. I'm going to put this card close up, and hopefully you can see all the detail. Yes, your idea is divinely inspired. Take action accordingly to set it into motion. So do you know what this means? What are you waiting for? No more waiting, no more stalling, no more procrastination. Be inspired to be your absolute best. I love that child is pointing up. The woman is kind of holding back and not so sure about herself. And that little beautiful child angel is saying, just look up, look up. And I want you to remember that too. You're never alone. Don't ever feel you're alone. And if you feel like you've been beaten too much, you've been beaten down, and we've all been there, and most of us have been there. At my age, we've been there. We've been beaten down, stepped on, kicked to the curb. It happens. That's what life is about. We learn our lessons. Ask for help. Ask for help. There's always someone ready to give you a helping hand. And don't ever be afraid to ask your angels and guides and ancestors for help, because they don't have free will. You have free will. So they need to be asked. We need to call them in. And I feel you are inspired right now to call in those you love. I feel this is about someone who hasn't communicated with their family members, and I feel it's the family members here on this plane. So reach out, and even if it's just, oh, I just wanted to say hello, and maybe you're not going to agree on everything, and maybe they're stuck in a bad cycle, but just reach out and let them know you're there if they need you. And if you need help, reach out to someone, anyone. Mother Mary. Wow. Okay, so number 3, you pick the big guns. Okay, you have Mother Mary coming in for you guys. So when I say reach out, call in, I feel like you've got something that you need to express. You have something you want to do or create. You want to make a change in your life. Number 3, you're ready for a change. You want to go places. Number 1's all set. They're ready for more love and more advancement in their career and beautiful balance. You're ready for a big change. And the Blessed Mother is helping you with your divine life purpose. Number 2 knows their purpose. They know their true purpose. They just needed a little push, right? You're not so sure, number 3. So this is your validation. Be inspired because the sacred is with you. The Divine Mother is there for you. You're not alone. Just ask, believe, receive. Then trust the energy and allow it to flow through. Wow. I feel that those of you who chose number 3 itself, I feel that you are divinely inspired. I feel that you are very connected to your source, very connected to spirit. And there just is a little reminder to be grateful, right? Gratitude. You attract more blessings when you appreciate your current blessings. That's a message for all of us. It's a big message for all of us, right? There are days where you forget and you stop bitching and moaning about life ain't fair. Well, golly gee. They don't talk like that here in Tennessee, just so you know. I think I was channeling the Andy Griffith show. I don't know why. I saw somebody mention they liked watching the Andy Griffith show on Facebook at one point in the last 24 hours. And I've been hearing that whistle in the beginning of the show for about 24 hours now. So know that you're not alone. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to set sail. It's time, if you want to move, if you want to change your job, if you're thinking about more romance or a new romance or an extra romance. No, I'm only kidding. Then now is the time. You will be divinely guided. Doors will open magically. Let's see what the underlying card is for that. Yep, new project. Wow. Do you see how the cards work? They blow my mind. They do. They blow my mind. The love, the man, the woman, they got balance. And then they got, it's been up in the air for a while. And that was the story I was getting. Like things haven't been so romantic. And then all of a sudden, boom, that second card, healing. That was beautiful. And then talk about it then. Share your story, share your pain, help others by letting them know what you've been through. This is like a newborn baby, and maybe for some of you it is a baby. Your actions are growing your idea into a reality. What are your actions? They laid it out for you, ladies and gentlemen. They just laid it out for you. What are your actions for this new project? What was the first card? Be inspired. Be inspired by everything and everyone around you. Be inspired by the person in the mirror. Be inspired by music and art and little children being free with their expression. Mother Mary, you're not alone. Feel free to ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for direction, ask for the materials or tools you need, but ask. And then gratitude, express gratitude. They laid it right out for you. So if you want to be successful with a new project, a new job, a new love, having a baby, recovering from an illness, healing from some awful thing that who knows. Whatever it is, ask for help. Ask, believe, receive. It looks like your wishes are coming true. Whew. One more. Da, 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 da. I feel like the tarantella. I had to pick something for the Italians because I love Italians, even though I'm part Irish and it's St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't want my Italian friends to feel left out. So, or those who pretend they're Italian. Don't you find everybody likes to pretend they're part of the Sopranos or the Godfather's family? I love it. And down here in the South, as soon as they hear us talk, they think everyone's from the mafia. Oh, yeah. No, kidding, just a joke. So this is the Pulp Tarot, and I will be pulling 3 cards from my Italian friends. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I know some of you cheated and said, I want 2 and the red deck. I know. But what do you have to tell the general audience out there for St. Patrick's Day before they go to before they go to the bar and get their green beer? I heard Heineken Silver is low in carbs, low in calories, and only 4% alcohol. I learned that today from watching another card reader. Okay. I don't recommend drinking while doing this work, but let's see. 6 of Swords. Now, I know that looks ominous. It looks like, what are they doing? That looks kind of like, what are they looking for? Bodies in the lake? No. Although, this is travel or relocation. This is moving forward away from the turbulence of the past. So the tide has changed for you. Those of you who chose the red deck, things are moving forward. No longer do you have that big black cloud over your head. It's behind you now, and you're going forward to balance, like this first deck here with the Akashic. 7 of Wands. There's a little work to do, so you're moving forward, but not to just easy times. Okay, they look like they're having fun, right? 7s are change, but I feel like there's change coming with your work, your job, the people around you. So know that the energy is moving you forward, and the battles that you've had in the past will be no longer. They will be a thing of the past. They're waning, just like the moon. Okay, or is it waxing now? Forgot. I see. I'm dyslexic. I get that confused. But the 7 of Wands. This change, we've got a 6, we've got a 7. So we're moving forward to beautiful balance. The clouds are behind us. Yes, we had some battles, but those 2 are going to ease because 7 is a change. It's more of a change of how you think and how you approach things. She's holding on to the leg of her man, and he's fighting off the other, wands. Or you are, whether you're a man or a woman, the 7 of Wands, it makes no difference. It just means there have been some battles, and not all of them have, it hasn't been real difficult issues. Just, a lot of obstacles have been in your way. You've had a lot of, I don't feel it's been that severe. Oh, then we have the High Priestess. Yeah, so this is cool. They're telling you, those of you who chose red, okay, they want this 7 to be a thing of the past. Okay, they want you to move ahead to calmer waters with the clouds behind you. The Wands, the 7 of Wands, thing of the past. And here's the High Priestess energy, which is saying, take time out. What? Right? Again, what does she have in her hand? Torah. Money, magnifying glass. The High Priestess is very wise. She takes time. She takes her time. So take your time. They're telling you stop being in a rush to get things done. This is a funky month to get things done. It's going to be a little bit of like a mini roller coaster, I'm calling it. I don't feel I don't feel it's going to be as turbulent as I was feeling in November, say, but I feel like it's still going to be bumpy. We're going to still hit some snags, but you're in a good position now, those of you who chose red. And I feel that you just need to take a little time out, nurture yourself, go within, right? Look at the mistakes you've made and look at the gains you've made. And I feel you've made more gains than mistakes. So honor that. Ooh, and the underlying energy is the Ace of Cups. Yes, the High Priestess, not the time to take action. Sit still, honor yourself, enjoy the velvet cape and the crown. I should have gotten one last week. That would have been fun. Because there's good news coming. There is not good news coming. There's great news coming. The Ace of Cups. Your cup will be more than filled. Your heart will be more than filled. Okay, this is good news coming. And I have to say, when it's the Ace of Cups, of course, cups, I feel love, abundance, right? A lot of abundance, overflowing abundance. Look at that cup runneth over. Holding the cup, and it's raining down on the lotus. No mud, no lotus. We all have to grow from the mud. We all have to grow from the aches and pains and disappointments before we can reach the light and then begin to open up to be what we're meant to be and who we're meant to be. So you're almost there. Those of you who chose red, you're almost there. Take a little time to honor yourself, to look at things, reflect, make an assessment of where you've been and where you're going. And then know that good things are coming. All good things are coming to me now. I am abundant and prosperous in every way. Woohoo! All right. Happy St. Paddy's Day. I hope you're going out and having a good time with your friends and family, or maybe not. Maybe you're going to stay home and be quiet and reflect and practice those kind words to yourself, practice your instrument, practice being nice, or practice your communication skills. Maybe sometimes people aren't responding to you the way you would like them because perhaps you're not communicating to them in a way that allows them to open up. That's some food for thought. All right, I'm out of here. Have a great one. Happy St. Paddy's Day. Love you guys. Enjoy. It froze up. This St. Paddy's is having fun with me tonight. Doesn't want me to end. It doesn't want me to go anymore. This is very frustrating. This is the hard part of the whole thing. It's all this ridiculous nonsense with the electronics. It's out of my control.